Hello everyone! Welcome to episode 54! That day at work, right, I wanted to buy some things lah. Then I bumped into this auntie. She was a bit like lost lah, like don't know whether to approach or not, that kind of thing, no. So I went past her because I have to go back to the workplace, right? Then she stopped me, no. Then she said, Thambi, can I borrow some money from you? Not feeling very dizzy and all that. At first I never trust her, because she was already having some things with her, and you know, like she didn't look like poor or what lah, you know, to be exact. But then something inside me also tell like, alamak, she's an old lady lah. Then after that, I just looked through my wallet, I had $5 note only in my wallet. So I just loaned her that lah. Then I said, okay auntie, never mind, you can buy your fruits lah, it's okay. But I never expect her to return all lah. Then when I came back to work and all that, nothing happened. The next day or so, right, she came back to my workplace. Like, I think she observed where I was going lah. Then she passed me $5. I said, no auntie, I don't need. She said, no lah, it's not good to borrow lah. You helped me when I needed. I have the money now, I give you back lah. So in my mind I was like, okay, there are good people lah out there, you know, like.
But not everyone who give back is good.
Why lah?
Frequent borrowers. Okay, so this story actually happened to my parents.
Okay.
Okay, but it was it affected my mom the most.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what actually happened is at the point of time it actually happened in 80s lah, around there.
Oh.
Around there it happened. So what happened is actually my mother's brother's wife.
Okay, so your mother's father's sister-in-law lah.
So consider for me it will be
grandmother
lah.
grand aunt
Grand-aunt, right? Yeah. So she will always call her as mother. Amma.
Oh, your mother will call her as mother
Yeah.
lah. Okay,
So
okay.
for me it's like grandmother lah. Okay. So what happened? So this grandmother visited my mom. Then tell her, say that I actually having a function in few days. You know, can I borrow your accessories lah, like jewelry, so because I don't have enough. So my mother said, okay, I borrow you lah. No, why you have to ask permission all. You can use, it's okay. So my mother loaned her things all to my grandmother. So my grandmother took the things and went back home. So after the function finished, few days later, she give back lah. She came back. She said, okay, thank you so much. But the following week again, my grandmother came back again. So she came back and then said, sorry, I got another function the next day. I need to borrow your things lah. So my mother said, okay lah. Maybe suddenly she had like last minute people come and tell her got functions or what. So my mother loaned her things again. Then the next day she returned back. Then the next day, right? Again she came. And then she said that I have something to attend, and then I want your jewelries. Can you loan me again? So my mother was like, why you got so many functions? That kind of thing. Then she said, oh no, because they last minute come and tell me I don't have enough. So mother was like, okay. Then she said that you want to keep for at least 1 week or not, at least you use, then once everything then you return back lah, you know. So my grandmother said, okay, can. So she give her things all. Then my grandma said, do you have some more jewelry or not? You know, like, do you have any bracelet or chain? No, mother say, no ma, only have these things only, not much I have. Okay. So my grandmother took the things, happily she went, it seems. So my mother was thinking, why is she so happy? So after my grandmother went, right, I think after a few hours, my grandfather, which is my father's father, okay, he's actually very like very praying type lah. He's very
pious lah.
That kind of person lah. So he came back. Then he came back, he was like feeling he was a bit like not so happy. So my mother was a bit worried. Then my grandfather asked my mother, what happened? Why you are so worried? Because my grandfather and my mother had a very good bonding.
Okay.
He really sayang my mother lah. So my mother went and tell, no mama, no uncle, this grandmother came, and then last week she came, she borrowed the things, then again she come this week, and then again now also she come and take and go. So I don't know what's going on. Like she keep asking for jewelry, then just now she take also, she like so happily went back home. My grandfather felt something is wrong. So he said that never mind, you wait here, I go out for a while. So it was actually midnight already.
Oh, okay.
Okay, by the time he came back it was midnight already. So he went and prayed, and then he find that something is very fishy. Okay. So this is so what he did that, okay, never mind, he told my mother, you wait here, I got something to do, I'll settle and I'll come back. So my mother was like, where are you going now, uncle? It's late already. No, you don't worry, I'll come back and tell you. So my mother also like, okay lah. So what he do, he actually bring a instrument, like a udake. So I don't know how to tell in English. Like
Udake is they say that it's to cast away evil spirits. That kind of thing like it's like part of a Hindu prayer.
Yeah, we have
it's
that
a
lah.
Instrument lah, musical instrument.
Yeah. So I still have that.
I've seen.
I still have that. So it's my grandfather's one lah. So he brought that and he went out, it seems. So when he went out, this is what my mother told. He was walking. So he walking. He reached like more like a jungle kind of place. Because last time all jungle what.
Yeah, correct.
Last time is most of the place is so dark. So at the point of time, you know the lights, right? It's like one street light here means, then after so far only there's another light. So it's very dark. So while he walking, he heard like people, girls like laughing. Very loud. Okay? So it was not one, it was not two. He said like was more than 4 people laughing. Yeah. So I was like, so I thought, well, okay, then after my mother said that, then he know that something is not right. So what he do? He prayed, he went inside the jungle. So he went inside. He reached the lah. He saw 5 to 6 ladies sitting in the tree wearing white sari, laughing. Okay, and wearing the jewelry. Wow, இது நல்லா இருக்கான்னு. Yeah, I so freaked out. I was like, okay. So that's when he found out it's actually Mohini. Okay. Yeah, so it's like in English, like for example, for normally we will say like Pontianara, but in Tamil they say Mohini. But I don't know, there's a lot of things they say it's also like a girl vampire also. But I've never heard of this, but my grandfather said that it's Mohini. So he said like it was like wearing it very happily, laughing. You know, the hair was so long. One sitting on top of the tree branch, one is sitting down and laughing very loud. So my grandfather took the uduk and started to play lah. And he tell all the mantras, and his son all got scared. Then they was like wailing, it seems. And then like everything vanished. Somehow like the certain jewelry couldn't find lah. So like whatever is on the like he's able to take, he take back. He prayed and then he came back home. Then he came back home already. My mother was shocked. She was like, huh? Uncle, where you got my jewelry all? This one. Then he said, I'm going to wash my legs, everything, and then I explain to you, put all the jewelry in the prayer altar first. All. So my mother was like so confused. Like, what's happening? So after he wash up and then he came, then he explained to my mother lah, saying that the first one who came and visited you, it was your grandma.
Oh, okay.
As in, it was my grandma lah, okay? But the following one, it was not. This Mohini, okay, actually took a form like your like my grand-aunt lah, like my grandmother lah. So why this happened? Because last time they were saying like Fridays try not to loan from people, it's not good. like try not to go at night, ask like things to borrow. It's not good.
Oh.
Like last time they used to have this saying like it's
Not
not
to lend or borrow from
on this
not on
particular night
Friday.
after night. So what actually my grandmother did was like she just came at night, but it was too late. She came about maybe 10 or 11 plus. So they were used to say jungle, this kind of place, all the ghosts will be walking, you know, all night, நடுமாறன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, you know, that kind of thing, right? So actually it saw, this lady is asking Jody, okay, we also take a form and asking. Go and ask for it lah. So which means the following days all, it was not my grandmother. So this thing was brave. So that's why he said that even if you observe also, the thing didn't come inside your house.
Stand
He
outside.
was outside the house and asking all the things.
Yeah.
So he didn't even try to enter inside. So my mother was like, huh? Oh my god. She was very freaked out lah at the point of time. Then she say, sorry, I didn't know lah. Then after that my grandfather says, okay, never mind, next time anybody asks this kind of thing at night, just say I can borrow you, but maybe you all come tomorrow morning, I pass to you. Don't go and pass or you know, do things at midnight lah, certain things all. So my mother said okay, so all. Then after that settled lah. So after that my mother like went and visit my grandmother, and then she shared the story lah. Then my grandmother was like shocked lah, huh? I came you know, that kind of thing. then you know, then after that they share with their family. Then my mother shared with me lah. Yeah. So this is one of the scariest story my mother shared with me.
Actually, it's quite scary lah, because like imagine they putting the jewelry all and then they trying on. Because Mohini is yeah, it's correct what you said. Like vampiric ghost lah, like similar to Pontianak. But Mohini has several versions to it lah. Meaning they have a bloodlust on young guys.
Yes.
They like to attract guys and all that kind of thing, and like this kind of thing. They are greedy for like wealthy objects, shiny objects lah. I mean, like, you know, this kind of thing all.
Yeah.
But this is the first I'm hearing lah, like Mohini is one, because normally in Singapore it's always like Pontianak and all that.
Yeah, they
You know?
do have lah. So
So those days I see all this was
because he
around.
said they was wearing sari.
Yeah, that's
So
why.
first I also thought maybe my grandfather saw Pontianak lah, then he just anyhow saying, but he say wearing sari.
Speaking in Tamil.
Nalla irukka, you know, like so
Asking whether it's nice
or
or
not. So
looking nice. Oh my
when she
goodness.
said that, I was like, oh my god. So you know, sometimes people will say like we are imagining things, like you know such thing exists or not. But I always say to people that until you experience it, then only you know whether real or not. Until then
correct,
you all will
correct.
say, yeah lah, it's all fake lah, this one all where got such things all. But nobody want to lie about it, or you know, nobody even want to stand there. You know there's a ghost there and you're standing there, you know. So
But Tata was really very brave lah to face it and to drive them away.
yeah, he was working as that kind of person, like so அந்த மாதிரி:antha maathiri, like பேய் ஓட்டுறவரு. So
to exercise evil spirit
yes,
away
yes.
lah.
My father,
Indian
my grandfather was helping for people also.
Okay.
So that's how he was brave also lah.
Because when I saw that udukai in your house, right, I was shocked also, because that's the instrument to cast away evil spirits, you know, like cast away evil eyes, that kind of thing, you know. And I asked you why was he doing this? Then that's when he said that he used to pray lah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know such a flashback like this lah.
Yeah, that's my grandfather one lah. So many years it's been there.
Yeah, that's why. Wow.
Yeah. So next time people come midnight, don't give things, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so we have come to the end of this story.
Yes.
Okay, so we will catch you up with our next one. So until then, signing off, Varshan.
Anju.
Ciao.